Okay, well, let's keep pressing and pressing. The one thing I didn't do, I didn't ask about the tip. So let's go back to the tip. Here we go. So again, skip all this and get to the point where you gotta ask again. Alright, keep going. Let's ask about the tip. Here we go. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips. Wouldn't you agree? Sure. Well, giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think. A little too much? Would you please clarify for the court? About how much would you say the defendant gave to the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess. And why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really fat roll of cash. Huh. A roll of cash. Rubble, 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 rubble. Oh, well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it? A very fat roll of cash? That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor. The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. Damn it. I don't know if I should raise an objection or wait and see. Shit. Oh, I could save. Alright, let's save first then. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, wait. There's nothing I can really object to here. I mean, who can argue that a fat roll of money isn't really odd? Supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it? Payment, Your Honor. Payment? Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Juan Correa. Or Corrida. Then the bellboy the witness saw... Yes, it was the assassin. Rubble, rubble, rubble! Rubble! Hold your horses now. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't have any proof of this, do you? Ho, ho, ho! I've never been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor. I have here the card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime. Shelley the Killer? He's the person the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I'm certain that the person the witness saw at this very assassin, Shelley the Killer. Really? Oh, what's wrong, Mr. Powers? No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head and I think I just figured something out. Oh? Actually, I saw the bellboy again later that night. What? Rubble, rubble, rubble! Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw. Yes, sir, right away. The second time. This time I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Corrida's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean... Alright, thank you very much. This is all we need for now. Huh? Well, I'm not done. There's still more. Let's first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer. Then we shall see. So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. If that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious. That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh. This is no laughing matter. Alright. Alright. This time I was in the hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And what time was it? Oh, well, I don't remember. The award ceremony ended around 8 p.m., right? I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that. And then I came back. And then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 8:10 p.m. by that time? You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers? Oh, sorry. I thought I could maybe catch Matt and say my congrats. That's when the bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Are you sure it was the same bellboy? Yeah. And how could you tell? All the bellboys wear the same uniform after all. But you see, well, he had those stitches in his face. Irk. So I'm sure it's the same guy that was talking with Matt. So which room did the bellboy come out of? He came out of Wankarita's room. The victim's room, huh? Yeah, the one with all the pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, all right. Words cannot describe how screwed I am. Well, let's continue with the testimony, shall we? Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. So what exactly was so out of place about him? Right. Why the insipid grin? Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's going to say next? Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. Empty-handed? That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart, and he wasn't holding a tray either. You'd call it a little strange, too, wouldn't you? I agree that it is a bit strange, Mr. Powers. But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide? I say we try to pull a fast one. Actually, I say we save first, and then we try to pull a fast one. There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. But there really is. There really isn't. If you're taught done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There's no reason for them to be empty-handed ever. Your Honor, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one. Grr, Edgeworth. Are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious? I see. Very well. Then this court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please. Yes, sir. I thought it was kind of strange for a bellboy to come out of a guest room empty-handed. So you're saying that it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed? Yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, he was holding a tray in his hand. And there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it. Juice? What kind of juice was it? I'm pretty sure it was tomato juice. We could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed, some sort of proof, and I think we could dodge the bullet on this one for now. Proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record. Yep. Here you go. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. The crime photo. In the crime photo, you can see both the tray, the bottle of juice, and the wine glass are in the room. So there's no reason for it to be suspicious that he was empty-handed, because it has all that in the photo. He left it all behind. I'm going for this one. Mr. Powers? Yes? You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. But, isn't he really suspicious? He got all those stitches and... So, a baseball has stitches? Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? Oh, well, there's also, I mean, what about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. This is the crime scene. There is a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Karita's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you would please look at what is on top of the table in the lower right-hand corner here. Anyone can clearly see it is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Karita's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left. But that would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room. Ah, but can you prove that Mr. Carita was already dead at that time? Mr. Edgeworth? Yes? I blame you for leading me down this route. I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is there? The billboard was empty-handed, or should I say empty-handed? I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Huh? What? That bellboy, he was wearing gloves. Gloves? Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right? Black leather gloves? Why didn't you mention them earlier? Sorry, it slipped my mind. Oh boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. Alright, gotta focus. I can't get lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of the bellboys here wear gloves. Come on, Mr. Wright. The bellboy was wearing black leather ones. So, a football's made of leather? Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they're made of leather? But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy. Urgh. It seems we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest? Oh yes, please tell us more. Okay.